The Lies of P patch is here, patch 1.3.00, and it is a big one. We have a ton of stuff to go over, a lot of bug fixes, game changes, and gifts for the player base, so let's get into it. So 8 hours ago, the Lies of P official Twitter page gave us the patch notes live, and here's everything that you need to know and what is inside of these patch notes. Probably most notable right off the bat is the Lies of P soundtrack is now on sale in the Steam store for $9.99. You can get the game and the soundtrack for 30% off when you get the Lies of P Premium Edition, but this is really great because so many people were asking for a soundtrack to the game, and it is now finally out, ready to be in the hands of the players. I myself personally absolutely loved the soundtrack for Lies of P. I thought it was absolutely great. The ambiance fit every single scene and every single fight incredibly well, so this is a big win. Moving right into the new features and content that has come to the game because of this patch, we have the new costumes that were promised in the director's letter a few weeks ago: the alchemist hat, the treasure hunter's mask, the treasure hunter's apparel, and the illusionary emerald glasses. All these can be accessed in the costumes menu within Lies of P, and they should be ready for you after you download this new patch. We are also getting short gray hair for P, and this is also going to be one of the things that's available after you download the patch, and it's available after you reach any game ending the first time. It's going to be available at Geppetto's Tool, so this will be a nice cosmetic change. I know that was one of my complaints when I first put out a review for this game, is that there wasn't that many cosmetics, and I'm glad they're addressing that. Another quality of life change that's coming is you can now adjust the subtitle size that you see on your screen, which is a nice small change. It was never a really problem for me, but I know some people are really going to enjoy this. You're just going to need to go to settings, gameplay, and then you can adjust the subtitles. Now, as far as the balance and content improvements that have come in this patch, we have a lot of them, and I think the majority of them are pretty good. So starting out at the very top, we have decreased field difficulty. This is going to include adjusted some of the attack speed of monsters, making their moveset more easy to deal with. We also have increased duration of stance break for some particular monsters. There's an adjusted spawn location for some monsters as well, and traps are going to fit better with the flow of the game. Notice it does not say which monsters exactly that this has changed for, so I'm assuming we're going to have to do some testing to figure out where all these changes have taken place. Another really awesome content improvement is finally the P-Organ Rising Dodge has changed to a default ability. This was definitely something that I talked about in my last Lies of P video. I absolutely hated that it was not a default ability because it was so normal to have that in any other game, but now that that has come to Lies of P, this is a absolutely fantastic and almost game-changing quality of life change that I really am excited about. They've also put in a ton of combat balance adjustments to the game. They had talked about this briefly in the director's letter, talking about leveling out the playing field for different weapons and handles, making some better, bringing some back into the light that needed to be. So here's what we have so far. They've increased the damage of some weapons, which is awesome. They've increased some weapons to trigger stance breaks to monsters more frequently, which definitely is great. They've made it so that lighter blades will gain more guard regain, and some heavier blades are going to have less guard regain. They've put a smaller window and decreased the time between a light attack going right into a heavier attack, so that's going to allow our combat to move more fluidly. Some heavier handles are going to have a faster attack speed depending on how you've assembled them. They've also adjusted the destruction damage inflicted to monsters by a perfect guard. They've also changed the Puppet's Saber Blade to now have increased attack stats after enhancing, which is great. They've tweaked the Proof of Humanity weapon skill attack to increase the movement distance while using it. They've enhanced the attack tracking mechanism after performing the Fable Arts Guard Parry. This next one's huge. The attribute status ailments will now stack faster for the following Fable Arts: Thunder Strike, Flame Strike, and Acid Slash. This is going to be great because status buildup in this game is amazing, and these Fable Arts are really good as they were, so I'm excited to see how they perform now. They've also increased the damage of fatal attacks to better scale with players' stats. This is super great because if you have really high stats and you're not hitting super hard, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They've also added new items in the Paulandina's shop. You're going to have 2 more quartz that can be purchased during early stages of the game. After expanding the shop the first time, you'll get 1 additional quartz, and then after expanding the shop a 3rd time, you'll get 2 additional full moonstone of the Covenant that can be purchased. Having more moonstones out in the open is definitely a solid quality of life change because I feel like I was always running out of them, especially when I got up to the higher levels. And lastly, when it comes to bug fixes, they have actually gone through and added a ton of fixes to different bugs that were happening within the game. I am not going to read off every single one of them, but I will leave all of these patch notes linked in the description down below. So if there's anything that I miss, you guys can go in, check it out for yourself, and see exactly what you're going to be working with in this next Lies of P patch. And there you have it, guys. That is everything that is coming in this particular patch. I'm super excited to get into it and play some more and see the new changes changes and cosmetics. Let me know in the comments anything that you guys are stoked for, and if you are continually as impressed as I am with the Lies of P team. I absolutely love how on top of everything they are and how much they've given back to the player base. It is very, very refreshing. And that's going to be it, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell notification so you guys can know when I'm making more videos. I appreciate it a ton. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers, so thank you for that. And until next time, stay safe, enjoy the game, and I'll see you in the next one.